I was in the Philippines training with a 3-on-3 team, and I was looking for the next step for my athleticism, like
Right.
jumping, running. But I was doing all the weights and stuff, and this was at a professional level. And then I was getting piriformis pain and left knee pain, like chronic. It was like that. I came across your Instagram page, and then it was different. It's completely different. Like you're more aware of your body. You rely on like that spring system when you play. That's like that spring system. And when you play basketball, the way I play is I play with a lot of speed, bounding, lateral jumps. And before I did your training, I was doing that in the weight room,
Mm.
but it didn't provide as much force, and everything was an effort. Everything was an effort before I started your training. Everything was an effort. And then I could not, if I was going to jump again, that would take a lot of energy out of me. But sport is just like this. It's like a ping pong. It's boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. Then when I started your training, I felt like I could do this. Now getting tired. Like, oh, I was like that. Before and when I started your training. When I started your training, I was doing this. Boom. I was bounding, jumping. It's kind of like when a boxer
Mm-hmm.
is,
It's fluid.
yeah, fluid. I was springy, and I'm 31 years old. Body's gonna heaps of mileage, but now I feel like I'm 20 again because the body's lighter. The body is lighter and stronger. It's like lighter, you're stronger, but stronger and springier.
Right.
That's when I started your training, and I loved it. I loved it ever since. I'm more aware of my body. Um, I did not know that the feet they're like the foundation,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
really. It's
And what week did your piriformis pain and knee pain completely
oh
go
three,
away?
week three,
Week
week
3 is
three,
completely gone.
week three, week three. The first 2 weeks was still hard to be aware of the whole connection, like you taught me.
Mm-hmm.
And about week three, the performance went away.
Mm-hmm.
Week three, performance went away. Um, week and that same week, that's when everything started to open up, like my chest, right? Because when you lift weights, it's still quite like this when you lift weights as part of your program. You feel constricted and tense. Started to open up a little bit through the meditation. Started to open up a little bit. And then by week 5, like when you follow the program by week 5, that's when it started to, I said, okay, this is really working. I'm not tired. I just get less tired. I get less tired. And then by week 8, that's when I knew. That's when I knew. And I like the training. Definitely, definitely. I just rely on the spring system in my body, the fascia. It all connects. It all connects. And it's a commitment. It's a commitment. I didn't. I just said to myself, if I just commit to this, then it works. It takes time. It takes time.
Yeah,
It takes
it's
time.
not, it's definitely something.
Yeah,
Anything worthwhile takes time.
and the number one thing is what I had to do to myself is challenge unbelief, if that's a word, like sort of challenge yourself into like, okay, I've been trying to find ways to perform for so many years, the weight room, PR squat, jump squat, split squat, jump, everything with a weight on with you, like a dumbbell or explosive. You have to be open-minded. I had to open mind myself to this type of training. Um, but when I saw all the testimonials from the other guys and your research and what you've put up, I said, why not give it a shot? And then I'm back. I'm, I think I just only started, like you said, probably just started to be more aware of my body and uh, just happy, happy, happy Happy because I feel like I could play a lot more for it. Yeah, and the feet are underrated. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know the
Yeah.
feet were like that. No way.
Right.
No way. I grew up in the Philippines. Like I had no shoes, but then when I came to Australia, it was like wear shoes, and I just did it because it just was what it was. But
Hmm.
there were times as a kid where I'll just take my shoes off and play, but then put my shoes back on and play, and then you notice you see the difference. You
Right.
see the difference. I'm faster. I'm lighter. Um, surprisingly in more condition. Like you do not get tired as much.
More stamina.
Yeah, yeah, and without going all
Yeah.
the time. It's it's you can get more. It's weird. You can sort of get more from doing less, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Doing more, getting less. Yep.
Yeah,
Doing
yeah.
more
Like
from, yeah.
we're doing all these exercises.
Getting more from doing less. Yes.
Yeah, and then it was like we're doing these exercises. They're like 2 minutes. You burn, you feel it, but then after you're not like you, 10 seconds, you feel good again.
Right.
If I was gonna tell people to do your training, it takes time, but if you keep doing it, it just you know my favorite thing is the compound effect. It just compounds over and over and over again. Yes. And then I was surprised on how well your training, the benefits from doing a little bit of this, a little bit of this, like um, each session or when I would do the homework was just a little bit of this, and you think, oh, no, this is bad. It's not gonna work. It's this again because I grew up in that bash culture,
Yeah.
right? But now it's more like let's go hard for one or two, right? Because I'm not naive as well. Like when you pass 30 as an athlete, the body has heaps of kilometers on it. It takes a lot of toll on your body and mentally as well. The knee pain, the piriformis pain I had when I was training with you,
Mm.
that gone in 3 weeks. I got it in 3 weeks. Not, and I was seeing physios and stuff. I was seeing physios and stuff. Tried needling and everything.
Yeah.
Go back up, bash, bash, bash. Piriformis knee pain again. Tried needling, massage, bash, bash. It started to get monotonous. I said, this is not working. This is not working. That's what I said. And then I saw your stuff and I said, why not? Let's give it a shot. And then it was just, your feet, the meditation, being aware. And within the third week, my piriformis pain was gone. It was gone. It was completely gone. And then over time, when we did your training, it was like these little small dosages. I was like, it's too small. But then when you do it, you burn. It feels like you were doing it forever. But then when you when you leave it, you feel fresh. So
Yeah.
that's where I stayed open minded. So now my approach in the future is to be like, um, you're more aware of your body, you're more
Yes.
aware of your body, and and just gonna it's gonna take time for me to sort of uh, go against the grain, especially with your traditional stuff. But um, yeah, so your training helped me when I started. Before your training, I was doing everything like weights, uh, physio appointments, all the band work, all the pre-work that was sort of monotonous before a warm up. I took it out.